Hello, my name is Simeon Nilasha, and the trigger point of the week this week is the hamstring, or the hamstring group of muscles, the three muscles that make up the sort of main posterior compartment of the neck, of the back of the leg. So what we're going to do is we're just going to search on the software for the hamstring. So here we are, hamstring muscle made from semimembranosus, semitendinosus, and the biceps femoris. So let's start with some anatomy. Let's look at the bifem to start off with. So all the hamstring group originate from the ischial tuberosity, and they divide into two sort of aspects. Laterally, the biceps femoris inserts into the fibular head. Well, we have a short and a long head of the bifem. The short head is slightly more lateral and deeper, and there's a little indentation between them, and that slips also insert into the meniscus itself, which is quite interesting. Whereas the biceps, the semimembranosus and tendinosus come medially. Membranosus is a little more superficial. Tendinosus is deeper, and the tendinosus, they both insert into the tibial condyle, but the tendinosus is a little lower, and it sort of moves together with inserts with the gracilis and the sartorius muscle to form the pes anserinae. And the pes anserinae is there partly to deflect from sort of medial or sort of genus kind of valgus, varus and valgus kind of movements. So that's the pes. Now look, in terms of pain maps, the membranosus and tendinosus tend to sort of present really as buttock pain. The majority of people complain of pain on sitting or buttock pain. Then slightly more following the sort of muscle itself into the medial and posterior aspect of the leg. In terms of the bifem, that tends to sort of manifest more as pain in the back of the knee. Often I find associated with trigger points in the popliteus muscle as well. So people that come in sitting pain tend to have trigger points. You'd want to look in the sort of semimembranosus and semitendinosus parts of the muscle. So as Dr. Gerwin says, sitting pain is a standing complaint. We see a lot of people come in and they feel more symptoms on sitting, and it's well worth looking at the hamstrings for trigger points. Very common. I've seen two this morning in my own clinic. They tend to sort of complain of pain that builds up after sitting for even a short length of time. Of course, it's also worth checking the piriformis muscle. We've talked about that before. Hamstring muscle, often shortened in athletes, people that aren't stretching properly. Trigger points can come after wearing a cast, after wearing high heel shoes, after being, if there's any sort of leg length discrepancy. Of course, the classic is water skiing, people that stand up and injure their hamstrings. But any sort of intensive sports like soccer, anything where you're going to be sort of flexing the knee, because don't forget the hamstrings flex the knee. So one to look out for if people come in complaining of pain on sitting, sometimes also associated with discopathic pain, L5, S1 nerve root pain, where people are sort of feeling sciatica. Always worth checking trigger points in the hamstring muscles if someone's coming in with sciatica. Easily treated and tremendously good results with treatment. Really dramatic results, often even just in 1 or 2 sessions. So that's the hamstring muscle trigger point of the week. Biceps, fem, semimembranosus, tendinosus. I hope you found that useful, and really looking forward to sharing some more stuff with you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.